Welcome to Operation 700, Week 2. If you just tuned in or you didn't catch last week's episode, this is the record, or this is my blog series of my own personal journey or quest, the quest to find the Wizard of Oz. It's my own quest to deadlift 320 kilos. Deadlift is by far my worst lift, so I want to show everybody on the internet or in the world how to take on like a challenging challenge, how to take on a difficult challenge within lifting, as an advanced lifter who is trying to eke out whatever extra kilos he can get without getting juicy as fuck. So this is week 2 of the 6-week cycle. So this is the second volume week. We have 3 workouts in the block, or supposedly we have 3 workouts in the block. New workouts on the block. 70% workout 1, 4 sets of 3. 60% on workout 2, 4 sets of 3. Workout 3, 70% again for 4 sets of 3. Made a couple of adjustments to the program. First and foremost, probably the most important one, I have reduced the frequency, me and the team of I, to 2 workouts in the week. Reason being, I really can't deadlift 3 times a week. I have given it a fair shot, and just whatever's wrong with my back or however my back is working, I just can't recover from it. 2 works pretty well, 3 is just a no-go, and 1 works too. I've got stronger both off 2 and 3, or sorry, 1 and 2 workouts a week. 3 workouts I just get stiff and sore and find it difficult to walk, so I'm not going to be doing that. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that workout 2, which is pretty easy. I'm going to move 2 of the doubles into workout 1 and the other 2 doubles into workout 3. I'll do 1 of the triples as a warm-up set, and then the second triple as a down set after the working sets. So session 1, did 210 for 4 sets of 3, we'll talk over that, and 2 sets of 3 at 180, and just repeated that on day 3. For the week, volume is 36 lifts, average intensity is 202 kilos, volume load 7,260 kilos. As you see on week 2 here, we are way up here in the volume. Week 1, week 2, volume's dropped off significantly, intensity is rising, and then week 3, we kind of start reaching a bit more of a peaking phase. The volume will drop off significantly. It doesn't really drop off so much for the rest of the training. Take a little bit of an upward curve for 3 weeks, and then we'll drop right off in peak week 6. As you can see, I'm sporting my Elite FTS jacket, which is pretty sweet actually. Thanks very much, Mr. Ashley Jones, for the purchase. Sugar Daddy. Today's episode is brought to you by Schneider Vessin. Schneider Vessin. It is a German wheat beer. It is fantastic. This is tap number 4. Completely delicious if you like wheat beer. If you don't like wheat beer, then maybe we'll get something for you next week that you might like. Okay, so we're just going to watch some training now and talk through it. What we won't see, or what you will not see, is the deadlifts from workout 1. What happened there, it's a bit of a silly boy, and loaded up 230 kilos rather than 210 because it was early in the morning and I was being a retard. I completed the workout anyway, but was wondering afterwards why it was so heavy. And I figured out afterwards I loaded up a metal 25 instead of a metal 15. And as such, lifted 20 kilos heavier than I should have done for 12 reps. So, surprisingly enough, the workout made me feel kind of sore. I do thunk it, but what it did do, it made Thursday's workout feel a lot better. So, there you go. Okay, let's watch some videos. And before we play, just a little comment on all of the weird bars and weird exercises. One of my New Year's resolutions was every month to do some kind of challenge or some kind of task to push me out of my comfort zone. So February, after the meet, I've decided to use nothing but specialty bars, or Dave Tate and Louis Simmons' bastard children, as they're also known. So for the squat, this week I'm doing 1 set of 12, 1 set of 10, 1 set of 8, 1 set of 6. On this workout, using the buffalo bar, Did 70 kilos for a set of 12, which nearly ended my life. Did 110 kilos for a set of 10, and then 130 for 8. This is 170 for a set of 6. Thoughts on the Buffalo bar? It's just a shittily manufactured bar. The sleeve doesn't spin. It's pretty much a straight bar, but you can't get it in a good position because it's kind of a little bit bent. It's just not really a great bit of equipment. It feels, once you kind of get used to the bar and how to put it and where to put it, it just becomes like a straight bar, basically. A poorly manufactured straight bar. Although this was the easy set, that felt pretty good. So that's Monday's training, very briefly. I'll try to get more video for next week's vlog. We'll move on to another brief segment, Tuesday, and then doing 12, 10, 8, and 6 for upper body. This was intended for 8, but my triceps are shite, so I did 6. So this is pretty much currently my 6 RM on foam roller press. And what I did discover from doing foam roller press was that I'm really bad at partial movements, which I knew anyway. So hopefully the little block that I'm doing now, where I'm going to be doing football bar, and I'm going to keep that with it, will be really good for my lockout. So hopefully I'll see some fruits of my labor from that. Here we're doing, this is Thursday. This is workout 3, lower body workout 2. So the 180 for 3 beforehand. Here you're looking at set 2 of 210 for 4 sets of 3. Bar's moving fairly well. Position looks pretty decent. All looking fairly natural. Again, using the straps because I'm doing a lot of deadlifts. I don't want to fuck with my hands, so whatever. This is a bit of a better angle to see the setup. I'm kind of feeling I'm struggling to get a decent back position or to set my back well. I feel like I'm losing it slightly from the floor. Let's watch this back and have a look. Yeah, you can see slightly. If you look at my upper back here, right there, just kind of round slightly. So I'd really like to get rid of that. So that's why I'll use the first workout of the week. So the first workout is going to remain at this intensity for the rest of the program. So it'll give me a chance, and hopefully it'll get relatively easier as the program goes on. Give me a chance to iron out some of the kinks in my technique. Using football bar bench, just repeating myself. Using the outer handles, repeating the workout I did last week, just up 10 kilos. So started on 80 for 12, 110 for 10, 130 for 8, and then 150 for 6 to finish off the workout. Really can feel this in my triceps and also in my shoulder labrum, which sucks. But yeah, it feels like fairly worthwhile. Hitting the triceps pretty hard. This is cambered bar squat. Nice shot of the gut there. Looking real lean. Just the wobbly ass bar. This I actually think has some kind of utility, some kind of use. Sitting in the high box there, as you can see. I really felt this in the higher assertion as I stood, especially on this hip. I could feel it in my kind of glute hamstring tie-in. So hopefully it's not the sign that my hip's popping out, and it's a sign that I'm actually working the muscles there. And hopefully that will help with the deadlift going forward. This will remain in with the rest of the program. Buffalo bar is going to be swapped out next week for safety squat bar. Not to squat full depth. Hopefully that works out pretty well. That was actually a pretty tough workout. I had the heart rate monitor on. I hit a max heart rate of 172 and had an average heart rate of 132 for the guts of 50 minutes. So I'm out of shape aerobically. Who'd have fucking thought it? Okay, so that pretty much sums up Vlog 2. Like and subscribe. Any comments, please leave them below. If you'd like to get in touch, shoot me an email, speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back next week with hopefully some more video of deadlift and maybe one take, one kill. Thanks very much for listening, or watching and listening. I've been Mark. Goodbye.